Hey everyone, so glad that you're joining us with this week's Midweek Minute, and hope you're having a great week. Just want to recap a little bit of something that I shared this past weekend in the services. We were talking about the authority of Jesus and what that really means, and what areas in our lives does Jesus not have the ultimate authority over. In other words, what areas of our lives are we not fully surrendered to the will of God? And I use the quote that small holes sink big ships. Even the tiniest crack in our character will sink us in the end, will bring us down, and will hurt our relationship with God and hurt the person that God is calling us to be. So it's really important to be honest with ourselves and to be honest before God. Coming exactly as we are, not trying to hide even the smallest sins and the smallest compromises in our lives, but to bring them before Him, because He is faithful to forgive us our sins if we come to Him, if we confess them. And in this passage that we looked at, it was in Mark chapter 1, and where Jesus goes to the temple. He calls His first disciples, and then shortly after, He brings them into the temple or the synagogue in a place called Capernaum. And Jesus meets a man there who is demon-possessed. And of course, He knew that man would be there. And I think Jesus took His disciples there, and He began to teach, and Mark says that he taught not just as one with knowledge, but as one who spoke with authority. That the people realized that there's something different here about this man. And I think some of them began to see He's not just a good teacher with a lot of knowledge, but they saw the authority that He spoke with, and not just that he spoke and taught with, but the authority that He healed this man from the darkness, from that demon that was in his life. So I just want to encourage us that this story represents Jesus' authority, not just over the things in this world, but over the dark things and over death itself. Jesus is truly in the business of bringing hope and bringing life and light to the dark areas in our lives. So I just want to encourage you, because I don't know exactly what darkness you may be facing right now. Maybe it's a temptation to sin, or a struggle with an ongoing sin, something that you have kept to yourself. Maybe it's a health concern. Maybe it's uncertainty with a job or career or financial concern. Maybe it's just a concern about someone else that you love and care about, and it just seems like a hopeless situation. I just want to encourage you that because of what Jesus has done, His work on the cross, His resurrection from the grave, He has shown us that He has defeated death itself. And because of that, He has ultimate authority. And one thing I share is that, of course I believe that. I believe that a lot of my life, but do I really believe that? Do we really believe in the power and the authority of Jesus? Because He wants us to trust in Him, to trust Him with those dark areas in our lives. I just want to encourage you to come to our services this weekend, or watch online. Pastor Song's going to be teaching in Matthew, and just offering us another word of encouragement for how we are to live as Christians and about how great our God is. Hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll see you this weekend.